The Mauser Model 1871 adopted as the Gyur 71 or Infanterie Gyur 71, or Infantry Rifle 71, I.G.Mod.71 was stamped on the rifles themselves, was the first rifle model in a distinguished line designed and manufactured by Paul Mauser and Wilhelm Mauser of the Mauser Company and later mass-produced at Spandau Arsenal. History. Paul Mauser developed his bolt-action rifle from 1867 to 1871. During 1870-71 trials with many different rifles took place, with the M1869 Bavarian Werder being the Mauser's chief competitor. The Mauser was provisionally adopted on December 2, 1871, pending the development of an appropriate safety. With support from the government's Spandau Arsenal, the improvements to the safety mechanism were completed and the rifle was formally accepted on February 14, 1872 as Infantry Rifle Model 1871 by the German Empire excluding Bavaria. General issue to troops began in late 1873 and all units had been converted by the spring of 1875. The Mauser 1871 was replaced by the magazine-fed, smokeless powder using Gyur 1888 from 1888 through 1890. Design. The action was not based on its predecessor, the Dries needle gun, which had seen service during the Franco-Prussian War of 1870-71, and which was found to have a number of weaknesses. The now well-known Mauser wing-type safety lever was developed for the Gyur 71. The Gyur 71 is a conventional-looking bolt-action chambered in 11 mm using black powder cartridges. The action included only a bolt guide rib as its single locking lug, locking forward of the receiving bridge. The original design was a single shot. The design was updated in 1884 with an 8-round tubular magazine designed by Alfred von Kropatschek, making this Germany's first repeating rifle. This version was designated the Gyur 1871/84. A version of this repeater was adopted by the Ottoman Empire. Designated the M1887, it differentiated from the M71/84 in that it had a side-mounted cleaning rod, a second locking lug on the rear of the bolt, and it was in caliber 9.5 x 60 mmR, which Paul Mauser touted as the most efficient, black powder, cartridge. In the early 20th century a few were converted to 7.65 x 53 mm smokeless by the Arsenal in Ankara. A shorter version of the Model 1871, the M1879 Grenzoffizier, was issued to the border guards in 1880. It shot a unique 11.15 x 37.5 mmR cartridge, a trimmed-down version of the full-power military cartridge. Serbia adopted a more up-to-date version of the rifle in 1881, the M1878/80, still single-shot, but chambered in its own 10.15 x 63 caliber. It had unique additions in that it had a bolt guide, much like the M1870 Italian Vetterli, and the progressive rifling which increases in twist rate as the bullet travels up the bore, to more gradually impart spin, developed by the Serbian Major Kosta Koka Milovanovic, and it is commonly known as Mauser Koka, Mauser Milovanovic, or Kokinka. The muzzle velocity of the Mauser Koka was 1,680 feet per second, 510 m/s. It saw first combat in the Serbo-Bulgarian War. Approximately 110,000 Mauser Koka rifles entered the Serbian arsenal. Starting 1907, about half of these were converted in Kragujevac to shoot the 7 x 57 mm from a 5-shot box magazine. The new barrels were purchased from Steyr. Both the old and new guns, designated M80/07, saw action in the Balkan Wars and World War I. The converted M80/07 are often referred to as Azuri Mausers. The M71 was used by the Korean Empire Army, especially guard units. This rifle replaced the Russian Burden rifle. The number of rifles used is uncertain, but the Korean Empire manufactured ammunition for them, which means that the Korean Empire used a respectable number of them. After the Germans adopted the Gyur 1888, over 1 million discarded Model 1871 were put into use by the Chinese Qing Dynasty Army. In 1894, Uruguay had their stockpile of M71 rifles converted to 6.5 times 53.5 mmsr by Société Française d'Armes Portatives Saint-Denis in France. They were given new stocks, barrels, sights, bands, and side-mounted cleaning rods. These were unsatisfactory due to weak springs, and many were thrown away. Irish Republicans imported some 900 single-shot 1871 Mausers in the Howth gun running for the nationalist militia called the Irish Volunteers in 1914. They were used in action by the Volunteers in the Easter Rising of 1916, an unsuccessful insurrection aimed at ending British rule in Ireland. The 1871 Mauser became known in Ireland as the Howth Mauser. Operators: Serbia, Japan, Thailand, China, Ecuador, Finland, Uruguay, South Africa, Korea, Venezuela. Irish Volunteers, Honduras. In fiction and popular culture, 11mm Mauser is the service rifle of the Martian Army in The Sirens of Titan by Kurt Vonnegut. Though, the book states these were bought as surplus from the Spanish-American War, which would in fact make them Model 1893 7x57mm Mauser. In the film The Last Samurai, the Japanese Imperial Army carries German bolt-action Mauser M1871/84 rifles. The 1884 models were altered in appearance by filmmakers to resemble the more period-accurate 1871 models. Type: service rifle. Place of origin: German Empire. Service history: in service 1872-1888, as the standard German service rifle. 1881-1945, limited and foreign use. Used by Germany. See operators. Wars: Satsuma Rebellion, First Boer War, Serbo-Bulgarian War, First Sino-Japanese War, Second Boer War, Boxer Rebellion, Balkan Wars, Serbo-Bulgarian War, Easter Rising, World War I, Limited, World War II, Limited. Production history. Designer: Mauser. Designed 1867-1871. Manufacturer: Mauser. Produced 1871-1890. No built 1,900,000. Variants: Jaggerbucks. Carbine. M1878/80, Serbia. GAG M1879, Border Guards. M71/84. M1887, Turkey. M80/07C, Serbia. Specifications. Weight 4.5 kilograms, 9.92 pounds. Length 1350 millimeters, 53.15 in. Barrel length 855 millimeters, 33.66 in. Cartridge 11.15 x 60 mmR, 10.15 x 63 mmR, 11.15 x 37 mmR, 9.5 x 60 mmR, 11 x 59 mmR grass, 7 x 57 mm, 7.65 x 53 mm, 6.5 x 53.5 mmR. Caliber .43. Action: bolt action. Muzzle velocity 1430 ft/s, 440 m/s, 11 x 60 mmR. Feed system: single shot. M71/84, 8-round tubular magazine. M80/07, 5-round stripper clip, internal magazine. Sights: iron sights.
Please subscribe and thanks for watching.